Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode here with me, the Woman Pod with Valerie Atkinson. Today, I wanted to mention, are you always stuck in the lack of mindset? Meaning, I don't know what's going on. Why are my finances hitting the fan? I don't feel like ends are meeting. One thing after another. You came at the right podcast. Yes, welcome back, guys. So, I realized a lot of the things that my self-limiting belief system has came up. So, as you see, a lot of things have been shifting in my life for my highest good, and I strongly feel that this was meant for me to happen, for me to show y'all, give y'all every single bit and piece of every single thing. Because come on now, we're all great here. We're all great. Nobody's less than nobody's greater. You are amazing. And I'm here to remind you that you are capable of anything you desire and to achieve any blockages or anything that's keeping you stuck when it comes to money and how you view money. So actually it's been about a month roughly that I've been kind of like struggling, right? So like a lot of things had happened here at the house. Financially, I was like, God damn, like what is going on? Like one thing after another, right? But that's why they say, be mindful of what you say, be mindful of what you want, because sometimes that want come the way that you would think it would come. Okay, so I want you to be open because what I'm about to tell you is going to shift your perspective on how you receive and how you should perceive everything that you see within yourself, right? So, the last couple of weeks, as I was mentioning earlier, right, a lot of stuff was happening. And yes, I took time off to be with my kids to attend to their needs, right? But I realized like I was neglecting my own needs at the same time, right? Like, let's be honest, I'm a full-time mother and practically a full-time father to my kids, so I was like, how can I establish better boundaries for myself here? Like, where the fuck did I go wrong? Where the fuck did I hit the curveball? Where the fuck did I not see? And it's okay. We get blinded at some point, right? We get blinded at some point. We don't really accept what's going on. And that was my problem. I wasn't accepting. So, number one thing, acceptance, right? Accept what the fuck is going on, y'all. As crazy as it can sound and be, there's a reason for your purpose. There's a reason why this is happening to you. It's not here to break you. It's here to make you. It's here to show you what the fuck you're deserving of. But we don't see the goddamn picture because we're fucking blind. We are fucking blind. And excuse my French once again, because honestly, there's not a perfect timing for everything, but everything happens in the right time at the right place. So I was noticing where my finances were crashing. And then the support that I was getting from, my children, like one of them, obviously here I was unexpected that I wasn't going to be receiving. So I was like, damn, I wasn't prepared for this one. So I was like, all right, whatever. I'm just going to figure it out. I didn't tell anybody what the fuck was going on. I'm telling y'all right now, like literally hit negative something. No, I'll be honest. I was negative $240. Bitch, I had not been negative in years, ever. Since I've been a teen, I've never had that. Like, no, never. I've always had money, right? And that's when shit hit the fan. I was like, God damn. I was like, all right. We can either sit here fucking cry about it and figure out what the fuck we're gonna do. And that's exactly what the hell I did. I started crying. I was like, you know what? Sometimes the loss is what it needs for me to realign myself. How the hell I was aligning with this, right? I allowed my ego to think that I needed this. Like I needed to have this money for me to do everything. And not that it's not used for everything. It is, right? We need to buy food, with shelter, my home, everything, right? My kids, make sure they get fed, daycare, my kids' needs, shopping, etc., stuff for school, stuff outside of school, my gym, everything, right? Everything that pertains to us, right? So, anyways, I started to think, well, at this point, the only thing I can do is shift my mindset. Like, how the fuck did I get so fucking attached to this fucking thing? Like, there's no way. There's no fucking way. Like, it was a drug for me, right? So, obviously, I've been addicted to several things in my life. One of them was, it was sex. So, I don't do that no more. I'm in my celibacy journey. But let me tell you what I've been doing instead of that. So, what I've been doing, obviously, I make myself happy and with the help of a friend, right? And that is a toy. So I've been like, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna fucking whatever. I need my needs. Obviously, I need my needs. I'm a woman, obviously, but I'm not gonna go jump on anybody just because that's what I want. No, that's not exactly what I want. I am holding in my energy for the right man to come into my life. So, anyhow, I start to see that I start to feel some type of way about it. And I just start practicing it. I start practicing this own mantra, or if you want to call it mantra, my own, you know, sense of feeling whole again, right? So I said, no, you know what? Let's get back to where we were and why these things have been happening. It's a little uncomfortable, the first part, right? Because you start to dissect your bank account, you start to dissect what you were spending money on, and you start to dissect, like, like how often are you doing this? How often this and this and that? I'm not saying I got carried away, but I got comfortable, right? I got too comfortable to where I depended off of this money. And this is not just my money, but this is also my kids' money, right? It's technically their money too, but I'm the one that arranges the finances here. I'm my own accountant at this point. So anyways, I decide, okay, well, we're just gonna have to figure it out, Val. So when that negative 200 and stuff happened, my car payment had got drafted out from the old car. So I had told the dealership, like, yeah, you guys drafted it out. I thought y'all were not supposed to do that. The guy's like, no, 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 don't worry about it. He's like, I apologize. I didn't let you know in time. At first, I was scared. I was fearing the shit out of what the hell was going on because I needed to figure out how the fuck I'm going to put 200 and some dollars in there so I don't bounce back or something else gets charged or drafted. At that point, I knew nothing else was going to get drafted that week. It was just the car payment. So I decide to let my ex-husband know, hey man, like, do you think you can send me the kids' money for that specific thing? And I told him what was going on. And he's like, yeah, sure. What else is going on? He didn't even ask me. He just fucking sent me the money, man. He just fucking sent me the money. This is how straight up this man is. He's my ex-husband. So anyways, I put my pride aside. I did. I really fucking did, y'all. I don't like fucking asking men for money. I don't fucking like it. I never have. And then that week, I had to take the little one to the doctor's appointments. And then, of course, I had to put my pride aside. I reached out to my baby dad, my number two, and I said, hey, can we go halves? Because this is how much this was on the other appointment. This girl's been going back to the doctor. Like, at this point, I'm like, oh my God, like, and she didn't have insurance and I was all concerned. I just wanted to make sure she was okay and she was safe, right? So at this point, I realized, like, okay, we have to figure out what's wrong with me because my kids are also feeling it. There's a reason why they are feeling some type of way. So I get to the bottom of the root of the problem. So I felt like I wasn't enough. So when I started to sense this, I realized, like, those weeks were all focused on my kids, obviously, because I am a mom, right? So I had to focus on them. I stopped caring about myself, waking up early in the morning, doing my meditation, doing my skincare again. I totally blocked that off, y'all. And I didn't think this much, but I said, duh, Val, when we started this podcast, this is exactly what we wanted, right? It's my needs. My needs have to be met. I journal about this. This is how I knew that my trauma response, the only reason I feel rich is when I fucking soak into my cup, right? The fact that I sit in this bubble bath, I do my skincare, and I do everything for myself. And I honestly feel like, everything happens for a reason. It's a reminder of myself that I should allow myself to feel every fucking feeling that is going on, right? The fact that everything kind of hit the fan. I'm in negative $243 for about a few hours, honestly, because you already heard what I said about my ex-husband sending that money. And so, and baby dad number two sending me the rest of the funds, right? So for the bills, for the sick bills. So I'm just like, you know what? We've been too prideful in our ego state of mind for so fucking long. Like, we don't want nobody to know that we're not capable of achieving anything, right? And I know this is gonna sound cliche to all my ladies, but ladies, listen up. This is a fucking huge lesson I needed to learn. It's not always what it seems. What's going on around you, it's to mold you to become the best version of yourself, right? And I'm not saying that I've been bad or that I wasn't doing good. I was just lacking. I was not in alignment with the frequency that I needed to be in, right? So the reason why I was so comfortable was because, yes, everything was taken care of, but one thing allowed me to see what I needed to work on myself and what I needed to believe in myself. So my limiting beliefs were, I am not enough. I am not enough. Like, so I had to go back and I had to say, why do I feel like I'm not enough? But going back to the things that I journaled when I was going through my therapy and things that I needed to work on, which I knew I needed to mother myself in order for me to receive that love, I have to give it to her. So this is why I'm telling you the divine feminine is a very, 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 very important thing, ladies. This also goes for my men, because y'all have feminine energy, but y'all don't want to listen. When the well's running dry, it's running dry for a reason. It's time to pour into that well, right? The well cannot sustain its capacity until you keep the flow going, right? The well will hold a certain amount of period of time, the water, right? It's there. But you have to continuously pour into that well, right? You guys know what a well is, right? Back in the day, I mean, often now we don't have any wells, right? Because now we have an irrigation system. So I honestly feel like right now, we all have to hear this as a community, as worldwide. It's not what's going around us, guys. Fuck what's happening outside of us. What are we doing inside of us? Because that is a straight reflection of what you're not fucking seeing. I'm not saying my situation or circumstances were the exact same ones you're going to go through. Hopefully not. Hope to God and pray to God that that does not happen to you, because I literally went from negative $243, my 2 kids getting sick, my plumbing issues, then my car fucking up, and then, yeah. So, but because I trusted myself for once, and I allowed to believe in myself and not allow my ego to contradict what I should not see, but exactly feel what I know that that uncomfortable feeling is a process. It's onion peeling once again, right? That layer of unfoldingness. So what I noticed is that every time that something crazy came up, I would get so fucking anxious. And I was like, oh my God, like, here we go again. And I said, you know what? Anxious is not the way to go. We have to practice this energy. This anxious feeling that we're feeling is something from childhood. Oh, look, I'm channeling. This is something from childhood. So my mom, what I saw her struggle, I think what it hurts me was that I saw my mom struggle, y'all. I think my parents were well financially. I just don't think they had their finances in coordination. They never did. And I don't know too much about it, but that was always an argument, was the finances. I think that's a big relationship thing for everybody. But the thing is, we have to understand what is important. We're important, right? As human beings, we tend to depend off of other things, right? I need to go get my Starbucks. I need to go do this for myself, you know. I need to go buy a new sweater. I need to go buy gym clothes. I need to, you know, I don't know. Just think about something that you're so used to doing, right? So, and then when that finally gets to the point where you don't have enough, you're like, wait, what the fuck is going on? Well, you're pouring into something that's not pouring back into you, because you're not accepting what you are. So for me, I had to realize, like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? I wasn't pouring into my own cup. I wasn't pouring into my cup. I was neglecting my needs again. And you're probably wondering, what are those needs? Well, this is where it gets crazy. So I know for myself, for me, I have to practice self-care. Self-care is very important to me because I'm always in my masculine as a single mother of three. And I cannot be happy if I don't make Val happy. So Val, what does Val need to get herself to that energy level again? She needs her self-care. She needs her flowers. She needs her facials. She needs her scented candles, the aromas, the essentials of that. And listen to me when I say this. These are simple fucking things, y'all. I'm not saying a whole list of stuff. These are things that I need to feel complete for myself. And I know someone's going to say, well, bitch, that's still something externally validation. No, 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 no. I need you to figure out what's the one thing you need to fill your vessel. I'm not saying my stuff's going to be your stuff. That's not what I'm saying. But because I was starting to feel some type of way, my ego was starting to control an outcome. So, right, I started to feel some type of way. I remember that weekend, I went on a date, right, with my significant other. It was good, but I felt like the vibe was kind of off still. Like I still felt kind of tired. I had told him like I haven't had my self-care, and he's like, well, what does that have to do with what's going on? Because I was telling him about my nails, right? And I was making fun of my nails because I said, well, I didn't go to my nail appointment like I usually do, but I did my own nails. He's like, well, I mean, they look fine to me. And I was like, I know. I was like, I'm a hard critic about myself. And he's just like, oh, no, you're fine. I have a sister. I don't even pay attention to this thing. So I was like, okay. But me as a woman, I like to express myself about how I feel about things. And so he just kind of like listened. So I appreciate that he was listening to me because I was vocalizing what I need, right? So I know that I'm reminding myself those are things that I need. I'm not asking for him to say or to pay for my nails. No, 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 ladies. What I'm saying is I'm receiving that to myself because I know that I need that, but at the same time, I don't need it all the time, right? So that's so funny. He just texts me right now. He's such a I get so fucking excited. He's too funny. So, I get excited, y'all, because he really like sparks my inner child. He really does. Like there's something about him. So yes, so get to the greedy, get now to the no greedy here today, ladies or gentlemen. Find what works for you because this is exactly what I started doing. And I literally started to manifest things in a matter of seconds. So what I did, I was like, with all that money crunch, I was like, well, what else can I do, Val? What's my next option? What's my alternative? We apply for a credit card. And it's so funny. A mail letters have been coming in my mail for credit cards. I have really good credit, by the way. So I just throw them in the trash because I was like, I don't need it. I don't need it. The universe was reminding me, bitch, you're fucking rich. What the fuck are you talking about? But see, this is the thing about self-limiting beliefs. You don't feel deserving of this stuff because you think that it's all going to be bad for you. It's not. It's a sign of the universe saying, hey, you're fucking abundant, dude. You have abundance. It's arriving at your doorstep. As a matter of fact, fucking take a look at it, right? So I looked at it. I didn't even, y'all, this is the craziest fucking thing, right? So I was like, man, I had maxed out one credit card. And I said, well, fuck, I need to make sure we get that interest either paid off now or we figure out a transferring thing, right? And all I need is like $500 to cover me for this week, right? Because I'm fucking confident at this point. I was already limiting my beliefs to positive, right? Affirmations. I was like, no, I am fucking rich, bro. Like I've been saying affirmations back to back. And I've been doing my self-care again. And so then I go into the computer. I kid you not, this was a few days ago. I think it was Saturday morning. And I go ahead and do the online. No, it wasn't Saturday. It was midweek of last week, going into Saturday of last weekend. And I opened the card and I put everything that I need to sign up for this credit card. Y'all, I got fucking approved. And you're not going to believe it. $5,000. God gave me not just the amount that I needed to cover to transfer, but another $2,500. Okay? Meaning that I was limiting myself for too fucking long. And then better yet, there was $500 that I could use for cash advance to cover my expenses. It was meant for me. It was fucking meant for me. So I don't know what spot you're in right now. Don't feel like you don't have enough or you are not enough. You are enough. Remember that. I know my story's gonna sound a little cliche to you guys, but I have to share this because this is real life shit. I'm not shitting nobody. Like, we're all going through some stuff, right? You think I'm fucking perfect? I'm not fucking perfect. But I had to put my pride aside, my ego, and tell her to shut the fuck up, right? Yeah. Stop. Stop already. Stop. Like, what the fuck? Like, you need to stop. We need to figure out what we're going to work on moving forward. So, I wanted to share this with you guys today. I hope that this worked out for you. If you have any questions or answers or you want to work with me as far as the abundance mindset, feel free to reach out to me. I'm starting to work on a program here for my ladies on other things. As soon as I have that available, I will let you guys know. Thanks again. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way you know when the podcast goes live. I love every single one of you. With this affirmation, I am deserving of all the greatness that the universe has to offer. Much love and light to you guys. Take care.